What's going on? I'm the automation chef, and today we're cooking up something good. We're going to be looking at how to use Zapier to trigger legal documents from our CRM. And I'm excited to show this to you. At the Automation Chef, remember, a portion of every dollar that comes in, we give right back to the community kitchens in our area to help feed the hungry. And we're very excited about that cause. Without further ado, so today I'm looking at my CRM, which is Monday.com. We use that for our CRM to trigger through Zapier a document going out in PandaDoc. You may have DocuSign or something similar. There are other document signing software out there that you may be utilizing. You may have a different CRM. Concept's the same. There's some cool things I want to show you. So for example, maybe you send out this NDA all the time, and man, I remember the day that I was going in here and entering the name of the person that I was sending it to, entering a date. Maybe you're sending an email back and forth. Maybe you already have something like PandaDoc and you're uploading it there, filling in the forms and sending it out. No need for that. We've got all the information we need in our contacts. So what we're going to do is create a Zapier that when I click this button right here, it will email the user a document to sign through PandaDoc. Now, the reason I use PandaDoc, the reason I like PandaDoc, is they have this cool field tag capability where you can go ahead and create your documents with placeholder fields that would then be editable within PandaDoc. Now, what you do, here's a cool way to do it, and this is just an aside. So if we go to File here and go to Page Setup, you can actually change the page color to a gray, perhaps. Now I can see the black and the white text. Now I have to make this text white, otherwise that text will actually show up on my legal document. So they have this special format where you can create a curly brace, and then it's a number or a letter, like D for date, or S for signature, or T for text field. And all those are detailed right here in the key tags. They have the different fields that you can throw in there. Super cool way to go ahead and get your documents ready for PandaDoc. And when you upload them, they'll recognize where those fields are and go ahead and drop those user fillable fields on top of it for you to edit. So that's a quick aside, and that's why I like PandaDoc. Let's look at my actual action. I like using webhooks when triggering things from Monday. If I click this, I have an integration set up that when that changes, send a webhook. The webhook hits this Zap and triggers it right away. We get a little bit of information when that button is clicked about the line item, but not enough. So the first thing that I do after this triggers is to go back to Monday and use the Pulse ID, the item ID that came through, and look up the rest of its columns. So now I've come back with the email address, the name of the user, as well as its current status. Then straight to PandaDoc. So within PandaDoc, we can set up an action. I am going to create a document. So if we look at the event, it's just create document. I'm going to create a document with a name of NDA, and then just add the user's name at the end of it. And that'll help me track documents that have been signed. Base it off the template that we just uploaded. So I have this template already uploaded with my form fields in there. And then I want this document saved in a folder. That helps with the organization. There is this message field. This will be the email that the user receives to start signing the document. So fill that out with whatever you want them to receive. And then now it recognizes the form fields that are in that document. It's starting to ask you for user information, like the client email. And I'm just pulling that from Monday. Like the client's first name, I'm pulling that from Monday as well. I'm also a signer on this. It's a mutual NDA, so we're both signing it. And I've added my email address and name so that I also get the email to virtually sign. And that's all I'm filling out here. That's all the fields that I need to create. And when I press continue here, it will, here I'm going to press retest, it will send me that PandaDoc. I'm going to go ahead and pause and pull it up in my email so that we can look at that together. So here we are in my email. You can see that it pulled in the document name, pulled in my email body, and now I, as a user, would have the ability to start going in and signing the document. That's super cool. I've got a couple more steps that I like to do. The first thing is I want to look at Monday and know where this customer is at in their NDA journey. So I've got this stage over here, NDA sent and signed. You could click that, then come over here and press send, that you sent it. I like to have Zapier update that for me. So after it sends it out via PandaDoc, then we'll go to set up action on change multiple columns in Monday. And we're going to look at that same item ID and just update it stage to NDA sent. And so when I run that and we go back to contacts, we'll let that run. We can see that it updated to NDA sent. That's great. And there's maybe some more information that came across from PandaDoc or your signing software that you want to track. And maybe it doesn't make sense to have multiple columns that does that. I like item updates for that. You could come in here and manually write an update, but once again, let's automate it. So at the end of this, the last step that it takes is to create an update on that item. And I just want to say that the NDA was sent, and I want to include the ID of that document, as well as provide a link so that I could just go straight from the item into the document to sign or make further changes. So when I test this, we'll go back to Monday, and I've already got that update right here. The NDA was sent, here it is, and here's the URL that we could hit to further modify that document. So that is a quick way of how you can automate some of the legal processes in your organization. And one thing that I like to do to take it one step further is to note when, with another Zap, a document is signed, come back to this item in Monday and upload that document to the user's file. Maybe notify some people. And you can create a separate Zap that is watching for that signature. Maybe in a future video we'll cover that. If that's something that interests you, if you want me to dive into that, leave me a comment. I'd be happy to take your feedback as to what kind of videos I need to cover on this channel and what we want to automate for your business. Automate your business, reclaim your time. If you need any help with that, call the automation chef. I'd be happy to help. Have a great day. Thank you.